Hi dear Capricorns, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video I'm going to talk about the transits for the month of October. This month is one of the most important months of 2023 because we have two eclipses in October, and that is exciting. So let's see. At the very beginning of October, we have Mercury entering Libra for 18 days. It's going to enter Libra on October 4th. And for you Capricorns, that is your 10th house. So when Mercury is in Libra, our communication tends to become more diplomatic. It is easier to reach agreements, to reach a compromise, to negotiate. Because Libra energy gives that diplomatic energy, balanced energy. And so, because this is in your 10th house, like the communication might revolve around career, your purpose, life purpose, okay, your social standing. If you need to have like important conversations at work, this Mercury and Libra energy can be excellent for that, because you will be able to express, to find the right words, okay, to say what you need to say. And another interesting thing about this Mercury in Libra is that it's going to be 4 degrees away from the solar eclipse in Libra. And so, as you know, Mercury is like the messenger of the gods. So you might receive some news or like message announcement related to that solar eclipse when Mercury enters Libra. Okay, and also this Mercury in Libra is good because, if you remember, Mercury spent slightly more than 2 months in Virgo. It entered Virgo on July 28th, and because of the retrograde motion, it is going to leave Virgo only on October 4th. And when it enters Libra, it's good because that means Mercury is out of the shadow zone. If you remember, when Mercury was retrograde, it was extremely frustrating. I don't know about you guys, but in my case, like, I kept forgetting things. Like, I kept getting lost. Even though I was using the Google Maps and stuff, I still kept getting lost. And then what else? Like, I kept misunderstanding. Like, for example, I wasted almost like $300 on hotels when apparently I could have taken a train early in the morning and saved all that money. So I hated that Mercury retrograde. I was so happy when it finally turned direct. And so in October we are done with all that retrograde confusion, retrograde mess. We are done. So in October, communication will be smooth, unproblematic. You're not going to forget things. You're not going to get lost, okay? And this is excellent. On October 6th, we have the last quarter moon in Cancer. Why am I mentioning this? Well, because this marks the beginning of a week where not much happens, because the moon is becoming smaller and smaller day by day during that period, and it disappears by the time of the new moon. Okay, so don't waste energy trying to start anything new from October 6th until, I would say, like October 10th. Instead, use that time to rest, recharge your batteries. Don't feel guilty if you don't feel like doing anything, because naturally this is like the time when you are supposed to rest. And this is an excellent time to wrap things up that started with the Virgo new moon in September, and it's a great time to get ready for the new moon solar eclipse. And the thing is, eclipses are very hectic times, energetically draining times. So do try to consciously rest. Okay, this is like the calm before the storm. And by storm, I'm not trying to scare you guys. By storm, I just mean the eclipses. Eclipses are very busy times, so do rest from October 6th to like October 10th. Next, on October 8th, we have Venus entering Virgo. Again, this is good news for many reasons. First of all, Venus spent ages in Leo. Not that it was bad, it's just when Venus was in Leo, it was retrograde, so we were working on that karmic stuff, because around relationships, around finances. If you remember, like, Venus entered Leo in mid-June, and it started retrograding around the 28th degree of Leo. So when Venus enters Virgo, that means Venus is out of the shadow zone. We are completely done with all the karmic work. Okay, reviewing, revision, like romantic frustrations, all of that is behind us. And the second reason why this is good, because both of the eclipses in October are Venus ruled. solar eclipse in Libra, that is a Venus sign, Venus ruled sign, and then like a lunar eclipse in Taurus, another Venus ruled sign. So October is very much Venusian, and so it's good to have Venus in good shape, because otherwise we would have gotten a lot of like karmic baggage through eclipses, if Venus was like in retrograde or in the shadow zone. So I'm glad that Venus is in good shape, Mercury is in good shape. So October is a good month. And dear Capricorns, for you, Virgo is your ninth house. So Venus spent 4 months in your eighth house. Okay, shared resources, your partner's money. Yeah, so now all of that is behind, and ninth house is like a breath of fresh air after the eighth house. Yeah, so you'll get to have more fun. And so ninth house is the house of traveling, philosophy, your personal beliefs, yeah, like everything exotic. Yeah, so during from October 8th, like I would say, do try to go to like a restaurant of like foreign cuisine, like indulge your senses around, like through exotic experiences. If you can go on a vacation, do go on a vacation, because this is an excellent time for that. Yeah, so or watch a foreign movie or something. Uh, because Venus is aesthetics and stuff, and ninth house is everything foreign. Okay. Next, what else? What else did I wanted to mention? I think this is it for now. Oh no! So when Venus enters Virgo, it's going to make an opposition to Saturn in Pisces, in the early degrees of Pisces. So, and as you know, Saturn can cause delays, frustrations, limitations. Okay, so and Venus is finances. So when around October 8th, I would say maybe 9th or 10th, there might be like, I don't know, financially, maybe you'll have to be frugal for a day or two. The good news is that this aspect is temporary, like short-lived aspect. It's only active for like 3 or 4 days maximum. Okay, so don't be scared when I mentioned that Venus is going to make an opposition. Um, Next, on October 10th, we have Pluto turning direct on the 27th degree of Capricorn, your sign. Capricorns, if you have been experiencing some sort of like delays since May or like late April, now those things are gonna start moving forward. And but generally, Pluto is far away from the Sun, so we don't feel it like that much. But those Capricorns who were born around 18th January, we are going to feel this, and then later those who were born on January 19th are going to feel the conjunction. Okay. So yeah, you guys are almost done with the Pluto transit, so Capricorns, hang in there. And so the good thing when Pluto turns direct is that only 4 planets will then be retrograde, and they're all outer planets. And so this is good because we don't feel the retrograde motion of the outer planets that much. It's a very subtle energy. Um, so this is great because if you remember, in August we had 6 planets in retrograde, and that is like half of the solar system. Um, and 2 of them were personal planets, and when personal planets are retrograde, we really feel it in our daily lives. It affects our routine, causes frustrations, but in October we don't have any of that, and so this is a huge relief. And then on October 12th we have Mars entering Scorpio until November 25th. So Mars had been in your career house before that, but now it brings all of that energy to your friendships house. Okay, friendships, like-minded people, networking, internet. Okay, that is all 11th house. um, and so I don't know, like Mars in Scorpio is strong, and so you might be more active with your friends, I guess, like maybe engage in like a physical activity, I don't know, exercise with your friends or something, because Mars is a very athletic planet, like it's like the planet of action, so doing things with your friends probably. The downside, one of the potential downsides is that wherever Mars is, it tends to give that energy, but at the same time, Mars is the planet of war, right? It's the god of war. So, wherever Mars is, we tend to become more argumentative, like in that area. So, it is possible that your friends are gonna irritate you. I'm not saying like this is gonna happen to all Capricorns. I'm just saying that this is like one of the possible interpretations of this energy. Yeah, but otherwise it's like from October 12th, like friendships are gonna receive like energy. And then on October 14th, we have that new moon solar eclipse on the 21st degree of Libra. So Capricorns, this is important for you because this is happening in your career house for the first time in like 19 years. Do you remember what happened to you around October 14th in 2004? That was like 19 years ago, a long time ago. So I don't expect you'll remember what exactly happened on October 14th in 2004, but just like try to remember what happened in late 2004, some sort of like um, career related stuff. Okay, um, yeah, because similar themes will be triggered, but obviously the circumstances will be different. And then also the 10th house, so your career, and since this is on the south node is the area where we are like releasing stuff, letting go. So maybe you'll kind of like uh, let go of like some ambition or let go of some goal that you had. Okay, but it's not completely bad. It's just breaking free from old habits. Let's just put it that way. And I'm going to make a separate video for this eclipse. I'm trying to keep the monthly horoscope video short, okay? So please do check out that video. I'm going to give more details in that video. And then on October 22nd, we have Mercury entering Scorpio until November 11th. So again, Mercury is gonna sprint through Scorpio, and during those days when Mercury is in Scorpio, we are not in the mood for small talk. We want to have like deep conversations. And since this is your 11th house, Capricorns, this might be a great time to have like a hangout where you have deep conversations with your friends. Yeah, like discussions around your favorite topics, I guess, with your friends, because you also have Mars in there, and as you know, Mars is like the activator. It activates, it gives energy, and Mercury is the planet of communication. So it's like I can imagine like lots of communication, conversations with your friends, because this is all in your 11th house. And then on October 23rd, the Sun is gonna enter Scorpio again. So now you have 3 planets in your friendship house. Most of October, the planets were in your career house, social standing house, like life purpose. And now slowly the focus is shifting towards your friendships, networks. Okay, and the 11th house is also the house of goals, like humanitarian goals, and also the income from business. Yeah. So those of you who have businesses, is like towards the end of October, you'll start focusing more on those. And at the very end of October, we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus on the 5th degree of Taurus. And this one is good because it's, I mean, the other eclipse is also good, but this one is good in a sense that it happens on the North Node, and North Node is always like opportunities, like growth, okay, and developments. So and this is the last eclipse in Taurus and Scorpio signs. We're not going to have eclipses in these 2 signs for the next 9 years. And so you're not going to have eclipses in your 11th and 5th house for the next 9 years. And so this is going to be like a time when you get like karmic rewards for all the work you've done in the past year and a half. Okay, so it should be exciting. And for you, dear Capricorns, this is your 5th house. So some important milestone or achievement, culmination in one of your children's lives, because 5th house rules children. So those Capricorns who have children, so something important in your children's lives, like an important achievement, because you know lunar eclipse is a full moon. Yeah, and full moon is like culmination, illumination. Yeah, and this is karmic rewards, so it should be excellent. But those of you who don't have children, this can be about like romantic relationships, creative projects. Okay, because 5th house is also the house of creativity, creative self-expression. Um, yeah, so and hobbies, something about your hobbies, okay? So this is it, dear Capricorns, for October. As I said, most of the month the focus is on your career, social standing, your life purpose, but then slowly it becomes more about friendships. And you have eclipses in those two areas of your life. So October is very much about work and friendships, work friendships, okay? What else? So yeah, and we don't have any retrograde among personal planets, so this is good. No misunderstandings in communication, no frustrations in romance, and this is great. So Capricorns, I hope you have a wonderful October. Do remember that eclipses are exhausting. Like from mid October until late October, those are really exhausting times. Don't make major decisions from mid-October to late October, because we are like that is a period between two eclipses. Yeah, that's not a good time to make major changes in your lives. Yeah, so I think if you are aware, it is easier to deal with the energies. Okay, so expect the dust to settle like a month after this. So towards the end of November, your routine should be back to normal. Yeah, but October is going to be hectic, so um, get ready for the changes. Eclipses bring huge changes. They are like 10 new moons and full moons wrapped in one. They're huge. So yeah, and if you guys liked this video, please subscribe, okay? And remember that I offer like astrology readings, and if you would like a birth chart analysis or like synastry, astrocartography, progressions and transits, please email me or leave a comment, okay? And otherwise, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys in November.